Guys, I'm Chris by Bab. As you all know, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down Xauusd with you guys. As you all know, so Xauusd dumped yesterday. Dumped really hard, about 500 pips. It dumped about 500 pips, and even with the dump, I wasn't in the trade. I didn't take any loss. I wasn't in the sales. I wasn't in the buys, and I'm going to be explaining why I wasn't in any trade. But I could have been in the sales, but why I didn't take the buys we talked about on Monday. Why I didn't take the buys we talked about on Monday. And it's pretty much simple why I didn't take the buys. It's simple. If you know, if you have been following what we said, if you have watched the video that I made, I said a break above here was an intention that the market is going up because they missed it. A break above here was an intention coming. A big above 4,850. That's what we're talking about. It was an intention that the market wants to keep going up because it created a new high. That's what we're talking about because it created this new high, which is higher than this respective high, which is higher than this respective high. And you don't want to overthink anything. That's just what it is. Don't overthink. Even before the sales was coming, this was what I was thinking about. Because the break above this high was an intention that it went up, and it broke the high on Friday. On Friday, the market broke the high. See, the first time was at 4,850, and the second one was about 4,870, which is a new high. You don't want to overthink it, it's a new high. And I said we are in the correction phase, and I said no matter we don't know where the correction is going to start, but we know when the correction is going to end. We don't know where the correction is going to start, but we can know when it's going to end. And we don't know how much it's going to last, but we only know when it has ended. We don't know when it's going to end. We only know when it has ended. And that was what I said. And I said no matter how long the correction takes, it shouldn't break any structure. So, and the market violated that. This was the higher low. This was the higher low. 4,782 that created this new high. If the market was still going to bullish, we are not meant to see any structure below 4,768. We are not meant to see any structure below that because at 4,768, that was an area on the chart where buyers were active, where buyers were strong. So a break below that makes us to understand that the buyers become less dominant. We don't want to see a break below that. And I also said that in my Telegram channel. If you are not in my Telegram channel, the link is in my description of my YouTube. And I said, and it's pretty much example. I said my chart is easy to understand what my plans are. So I'm going to be waiting for a break above 4,800. This was about on Monday or last week Tuesday, I think they about. And I said I'm going to be waiting for a break above 4,800 without breaking higher low 4,600. This was the higher low I was expecting the other time, but the market educated a new higher low. So hope you all get it. Not trying to predict the market, just saying my game plan. So my game plan was if the market is going to break, which it does already, it's going to give an intention. You should know when it's coming back to correct, it should not break below the higher low that give us the intention. That is the one rule you guys need to know. That is the number one rule you guys need to know. So let me highlight it down for you guys. That is the number one rule you guys need to know. So if the market creates an intention, if the market creates an intention, if the market if the market creates an intention, and it is correcting. The correction should not go below the higher low that created the intention. This is a rule you guys need to know, and this I've learned it from my losses. If the market creates an intention, the market creates an intention and it is correcting. The correction should not go below higher low that created the intention. The market should not go below the higher low that created the intention. The market created an intention at 4,840 thereabout by giving us a new high at 4,870. And the higher low that created the intention was here, and I said it in my previous video, 4,769. The market breaking below 4,769 was a very, very nothing again, nothing else you guys need to know. As the market break below it, do not overthink it. That means the trade has failed. The bullish trend now has failed. The market can no longer create a new execution phase for us to enter because it has broken the higher low that created the intention. We don't want to see something like that because that higher low is trying to tell us that buyers are really much dominant to keep pushing the market. If it breaks below it, it tries to tell us that they are less dominant now. They can no longer bully the highs that the market has been creating. So a break above this low, coming guys. So that a break below this low, was just violating it. So this has violated the trend already because in the bullish trend, this is what you want to see. This is what you want to be seeing in the bullish trend. This is what you want to be seeing in the bullish trend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. The moment the market does something like this, do not overthink it. The market has reversed. Do not overthink it. The market has reversed. The bullish trend can no longer hold again. So you start seeing structures like this. You start seeing structures like this. So this is why you have to be patient as a trader. I also notified something. I said immediately the market broke this intention level, the correction was coming here. Correction was coming here. And on the 1 hour, we already seeing structure like higher highs, higher lows. You can see it here. We already seeing higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. And I said we shouldn't fall for this. We shouldn't fall for this because it's still under the intention level. We said we want our buys to come above this point. We want our buys to come about 4,850. That is where we want our buys to be. Anything below that is not telling us that we should buy. We want our buys to be above it. So I said we shouldn't enter this buy yet until we create structure above this level. Until we create structures above this level. That's why if you have been impatient and entered this trade, you'll have gotten stopped out in the middle of a downtrend. And that's why I said we don't want to buy in the middle of a downtrend. So we needed to wait for a break above this point. That's why we couldn't take the price. Now that's not going to be happen again because the market has changed structure. The market has changed structure. And this was the trade I was seeing yesterday. These new sales. So this is how you could have capitalized on the sales. Immediately the market changed. This is the first instance of intention. Immediately the market changed. See, a break of a low. So this trade formed it. I guess this trade formed itself in a day. 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours. About 2 days, we had intention, correction, and execution in just 2 days. So I like it. And I think so. I want to tell you guys something. I feel like I should just lock in on Xauusd. I feel like I should stop trading Bitcoin now because I'm still at the early stage of my career and I need to make money, as much money as I can make. I want to risk high because when I start having my accounts now, I want to be risking about 5% to 10% of my trade. Why am I going to be doing that? I don't advise anybody to be doing that, but why am I going to be doing that? Why I'm going to be doing that? Why I'm going to be doing that is simple because I just want to I don't want to diversify. I want to put my eggs in one basket, which is only Xauusd, because I understand it very well and I have control over myself when trading gold. So I don't want to lock in on gold, make as much money I can make over the years, and when I make more money, I might just diversify into BTC and USO. But at this point of my career, maybe like 2 years, 3 years in the future, I'm just going to be trading XA. I'm just going to be trading, holding XAUSD at this point of my career, holding XAUSD because I understand the risk and I have control right. I don't want to diversify. I don't want to diversify. So because I'm going to be taking high risk, I don't want to be taking many trades. If XAUSD can only give me a trade in a week, I'm good. 4 to 5 trades in a month, I'm good with a minimum risk reward of 1:3. That means I can make at least on one trade I can be making, if I'm risking 5%, I can be making 15% of my account. And if I lose, I'll be losing 5% in my account. So I think that's the best idea for me. So let's get back. So a bit below this low, a bit below this low is an intention that the market no longer wants to go up again, because this point is where buyers are dominant. A bit below it indicates or intends to us that the market, the buyers at this point become less dominant. The buyers at 4,765, because these buyers, they were really strong. They've been holding the market. See, the first time market tested the level, second time, third time, they've been really holding the market. Not until this as at yes, on Tuesday the market broke below it because they no longer want to keep holding it again. That's just it. The buyers are now less dominant. Immediately the market broke below it. Do not overthink the trade. This is what you are seeing. This is what you are seeing. This is what you are seeing. The market has broken below 4,770. Don't overthink the trade. It intends to show us that these buyers are less dominant. Now we should be programming our mind to sell. Now we should be programming our mind to sell. And I said one skill you must have as a trader, is flexibility. You don't stick yourself to one thing. Be adapting, be evolving as the market is changing, be changing with it. If I've just been looking for buys, I'll be blind to see that the market has broken a low. So you don't want to be someone who just have one bias in his head. Just know that the market can keep evolving. As at Monday, I was thinking gold is going to buy, but now since yesterday, I've been changing my objective, and I can see that it could be preparing for it could be preparing for sales. We don't know where it's going to end. It could be preparing for sales. And I feel like the main reason why this sales stopped is because of this. There's this level where sellers are, because sellers are broken below it. This is a level where sellers are. So maybe that's why it just changed. That's why the trade just changed. But even if you are not saying this, you should have noticed that this trend has changed. Why? It has broken an higher low. It has broken an higher low that was holding the buys. It has broken below it. So you'll have capitalized on it that this is an intention. This big red candle, this big flower candle was an intention that the market is going down. So on the 1 hour time frame, there's an intention that the market is going down. This is an intention that the market is going down. This is it. This is an intention. This is our high. Then we needed our correction. This is it. And our correction was here. You can see it. Immediately the market gave us an intention. We had our correction. High to higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high. Market below market below this higher low. It was another intention. You know, I said the end of a correction. The end of a correction is just simply the beginning of a new IC. So it just means that the correction has ended because market has broken a low. So if you have want to enter this trade, it will have been based off these lower highs, So based off these lower highs. So your surplus will have been above these lower highs. And this is a good trade because you are entering on New York level. You want to take your trade in the right session. I said it in the previous video. Please, you guys should watch the first breakdown. So this is it. I've taken this trade here. And my first target will have been here. So this was, I think this was the first intention, but I was just blind to it. This was the first intention. This was the first intention, but I was just blind to it. I didn't see that. But it's better than me taking a loss. So my emotions didn't cloud my judgment. So far, I didn't trade below this intention. I was safe. So if I didn't take any buys there, I was safe. So that's it. That's it. Now, I just wanted to do like this. Wanted to do risk reward. So if you are watching this at this time, or maybe in the future, just put it in your head. Whenever there's an intention, there's always a correction, and the correction should not go below the structure is not meant to go below. And it should not go above the structure is not meant to go above. So I'm not trading Bitcoin, but I think we talked about Bitcoin. We talked about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is doing well. It's doing well. It's doing well. I think on the Telegram channel. Bitcoin is doing well. Bitcoin is doing well. Bitcoin is doing well. But I don't want to. I'll just be sending the video for you guys so you guys can understand IC. But I'm not going to be trading it. I'm going to be trading gold. Why? I want to take less trades. Gold plus Bitcoin is equals to more trades. Holding gold equals to less trades because I'm going to be taking high risk. So I want to be taking less trades. Since I so nothing is risky. So just know that the higher the risk, the more knowledge you need to get, the more educated you need to get. If something is risky, you need to get more educated on it. If XAUSD is risky, you need to get more educated on it. And now I've gotten more educated on XAUSD. So day by day, the risk is reducing. Day by day, the risk is reducing because I'm advancing in level. Treat it like a game. This is one thing I told them. Treat it like a game. Unlock and unlock. Level 1, level 2, level 3, so you get to master level. So I can say I'm unlocking new levels. The more I'm unlocking levels, the more the less risky it becomes. So whenever something is risky, just try to get education on it. Just try to get more educated and more enlightened on it. So that's just let's say yes. So you can see this previous video, watch it, move it. Then I know that my correction has ended. A break above it signifies that my correction has ended. Then I'll just take like a new form of IC on my entry time frame, which is going to come from the 30 or 15 minutes. I guess that's what I was saying. Always a correction. And we know that to be true. For every intention, there is always a correction in the market. For every intention, there's always a correction. So a break above the high was an intention is usually a break above an high. So an intention, I want you guys to see this. An intention is usually a break above an high. So we can see the previous high was around. The previous high was around. I never wanted it to break below this. So that is just it. That's just it on good. This is just it on good. The next thing you'll be waiting for is so at this point you do not trade. You are in a no trade zone right there because you are closer to a target level. You don't want to trade closer to a target level. Now what you should wait for is a break above here, a break below here, a break below here, without breaking above here. That's what you want to wait for. A break below here, a break below here. So also know that your trade should always come from your intention level in the right session. I said I'm always like this. Your trade to come from an intention level in the right session. So this was that my trade was pretty much at an intention level. This is it. 4,000 sorry at an intention level and in the right session. In the right session. And always wait for candlestick closure. If you are trading out the 15-minute time frame, the 30-minute time frame, always wait for that candle to close because you never know what will happen until this countdown stop. You never know if this guy is going to close bullish or bearish until this countdown stop. So this is how you trade IT. This is how you trade IT. Do not let your emotions cloud your judgment. Take the entry at the intention level, take it at the right session, set your stop loss, set your take profits, and just go. And just go. Just get out of the market. Just get out of the market. It just takes 15 minutes to mark up, I see, or even less. Or even less to go. As you are starting, it might take more time. You have to dedicate more hours to it as a beginner. But as time goes on, you see like you don't even have to be on the chart for 10 hours for a day. But at that beginning stage, at that starting stage, you need to give it time because you need to understand it. You need to train yourself to see many market conditions. But with time, you don't need to even be on the screen 1,000 hours. It's just a little time. Just a little time it just take to be on the screen. So this is a good way for me. So this session is different. In Nigeria now, I think the New York session starts 1:30 Nigerian time. But EST, I guess it's 9:30 or yes, about 9:30. But in Nigerian time, if you're in Nigerian, the session starts 1:30. So you should be trading XAUSD. Not necessarily like when it's 1:30 you place a trade. If you already have everything, your game plan respected and it's in the right session, just take your trade. Just take your trade. So that's it. That's it, guys. You guys should watch the video, put more work, put more hours, put more time. This year is a year where everyone is going to be very, very good. If you just look in, just looking at the chat, learn till it become less risky. Till it become less risky. Unlock. As you are getting intention, okay, you are getting intention, you are practicing on a demo or you are practicing on a smart account, you are taking losses. Yes, understand why I'm taking these losses. Okay, I've understand intention now. Now let me understand correction. Now let me understand entries. Now let me understand why I shouldn't buy at the wrong session. Now let me understand why I should wait for the end of correction. Now let me understand why I should sell or buy at the intention level. So you keep unlocking till you understand. The main goal is to make it less risky. So foreign exchange, commodity market is risky, but you can reduce the risk by learning more. You can reduce and not learning more doesn't mean taking from this mentor, taking from this mentor. Just your own system. Practice your own system. Put more deep work into your arsenal. Put more deep work into your craft. Put more deep work into your system. Put more deep work into the way you trade to a point where the system makes you to understand that okay, this thing become less risky. That's just the whole goal. If I'm starting trading now, but I'm starting trading now, like today. It's risky in my eyes. First, I don't even know how to use a lot size. I don't even know how to calculate stop loss. So the moment I know how to use lot size, how to calculate stop loss, now I've unlocked a new level. It become less risky because now I now know how to use stop loss. So I advanced. When did I know how to buy? When did I know how to sell? I learned that it become less risky. I advanced again. I unlock a new level. How do I put my stop loss? How do I put my take profits? It become less risky. I advanced again. I unlock a new level. I want to stop entering at the wrong session, which reduce my risk. I advance again. I advance again. Years after years, month after month, on my own pace. On my own pace. Remember, it's you versus you on my own pace. I advance to the next level. I advance to the next level. I advance to the next level. And you get it. So I advance to the next level. I advance to the next level. I advance to the next level. Keep unlocking things till they become less risky. Till they become less risky. Until it turns to a point where you don't even like have to even be in the market 24 hours. You can still do other things for yourself. There's no reason why everybody wants to quit their 9 to 5 and begin trading because of time freedom. So at the beginning of trading or learning how to trade the market, you won't have time freedom at that time. It's basically like a 9 to 5. Basically like a 9 to 5. The beginning of trading is like 9 to 5 because you just want to learn, just want to put in more hours to cover this mystery behind the risk of forex trading and trading entirely. So that's it. The beginning is 95, but you are escaping 95 not to come to another 95. So immediately at the beginning it becomes a 95, but as you are advancing and unlocking new levels, it becomes like 94, 93, 92. Even it can just even be 30 minutes of your days. Just take the chart, mark up the chart, put your alert, trade on the intentional level, and just take like 15 minutes on your time. The only time it takes is just in the waiting. So you can still do other things, you can still play football, you can still play basketball. But at the beginning stage, you have to put more hours, you have to put more hours. So that's just it. So everybody wants to get into trading because they want to escape 95. That's why I'm even into trading. I just clocked 18 not quite long. So that's why I'm just into trading. I want my life to be good. I don't want to do a 9 to 5. So that's why that everybody wants to make money. But at the beginning stage, even now it's still like a 9 to 5 for me because I keep learning, I keep learning, I keep learning, I keep learning to a point where it become less risky. I can put my own money, I can work to find money, maybe find investors and take risks. It's like, so anyone that is looking at me like from the outside is like, this guy is taking risks, this guy is taking risks, this guy is taking risks. What you are doing is risky. But to me it's less risky. Why? Because I'm unlock and advanced in a new level that is now looking less risky for me. So that's just it. That's just it. You keep advancing, you keep learning, you keep getting better every day. You keep putting more deep work into your skill, into your arsenal. So that's just it. This is your arsenal. This is your skill set. Put more deep work into it till the point where it becomes less risky. So, for instance, let's use this analogy. If a footballer that is trying to learn how to do step overs or or his skill at the first time he learns it, the first time it doesn't get better. It's not good the first day. He can just know how to count just one step over. Then the next week, the next month, he puts in more work. Now he can count two steps over. He have unlocked a new level. The next month, he can now like start to like count 3 to 4 to 5 to multiple step overs to the point where he now become a master at it. That he can even do it on the field. Even facing 2 or 3 defenders, he can still do it. That's just it. You need to put more deep work into this thing so you can reduce the risk. And when you're in real market condition, you can make money off the market. You can make money off the market. Telegram channel, subscribe to the Telegram channel. Peace.